only local news teams taking action for you. KIMA KEPR Action News starts now.
Coming up this morning on Action News, a 27-year-old man is behind bars after police responded to reports of a hit and run. Witnesses told them they saw the man drag his girlfriend with his car. He's expected to appear in court today. We'll get you up to speed. Plus, election season creeps on with the latest checkpoint on the way to November. It's candidate filing week here in the Evergreen State. Several positions are open in each county, though if you want to toss your hat into the ring, you have until Friday. And businesses in Pasco took a hit as the Lewis Street Overpass project was being completed, losing customers and revenue, and some are still affected as crews demolished the old underpass. We'll hear from a business owner who says they're trying to just move on. That story and more coming up as you start your day with us right here on Action News. Good Tuesday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, I don't know if you caught it in the glimpse of that video there. You could see that road sign really swaying in that wind. Yeah. Really kind of indicative of how windy things were yesterday. Are we going to see kind of a repeat performance with the wind today?
Yes, things were pretty windy yesterday, and we are going to stay pretty gusty today. Now, what I will say is that in the Tri-Cities, winds today will not be as strong as yesterday, but for our friends in Yakima and Ellensburg, winds will actually be stronger today than we did see yesterday. Something that I was talking about to Dave in our pre-show kind of briefing was yesterday, I do know that there was a thunderstorm that rolled very near the Tri-Cities, really just north of Pasco. Many folks in Pasco actually did get some showers from that thunderstorm yesterday, and I know from my colleague Mike McCabe that the studio was shaking just a bit because of some of that thunder. Today we're not anticipating much of a thunder or lightning threat, although there still could be some isolated showers here and there. For most of us, though, it's going to be a partly cloudy to mostly sunny day. We're starting off with those mostly clear skies overhead, some clouds on the horizon, 44 degrees right now in the Tri-Cities. Here's a look at your weather headlines. A few isolated showers possible today, although again, most of us will be staying dry. It is going to be quite windy though around the forecast area. Tomorrow will feature lighter winds, still a bit breezy on Wednesday, but lighter winds in general. Also partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies tomorrow, and then a big time warm up as we go towards the end of the week and into the weekend. Who all could see 90s? That's coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Yakima County, where a man from Outlook is expected to appear in court on Tuesday after police say he assaulted his girlfriend by dragging her from his car. Police say they were called to the intersection of Ivy Street and Jefferson Avenue on April 21st for a hit-and-run incident. According to court documents, witnesses told police they saw 27-year-old Sergio Nunez Lopez dragging his girlfriend along the road from a 2006 Honda Accord. Police say the woman was trying to get into the car, but when she put her arm into the window, Nunez Lopez rolled up the window. Court documents also say he dragged her for about 9 feet before she fell onto the road. Nunez Lopez is currently being held in the Yakima County Jail on $15,000 bail. A Moses Lake police officer continues to recover after he was shot while on duty Saturday night. At around 8:20, police got a call of a domestic disturbance at the Motel 6. When the officer arrived, the suspect and officer shot at each other. Both were hit. The suspect, a 37-year-old Zachary Allen Stockton, was treated at an area hospital and is now being held in the Grant County Jail awaiting charges. The officer underwent surgery at the hospital but is now recovering. And for those wanting to run for political office, it's candidate filing this week. There are multiple positions up for election in Benson County, including Commissioner in Districts 1 and 3 and PUD Commissioner in District 3. Anyone who is interested in any position must file this week.
So people that are really interested in running for political office, I know a lot of the Republican and Democratic Party, they're really trying to put emphasis on precinct committee officers to kind of be the campaigners for the parties. But yeah, anybody that's interested in running for these offices, this is their week to do it.
Candidates are eligible to file anytime through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. in person or online. And all of this week, the Kittitas County Auditor's Office will be accepting declarations of candidacy for local elected positions. They're scheduled to appear on the 2024 general election ballot. Now, filings may be submitted up until 5 p.m. May 10th and can be submitted either electronically or in person at the office of the Kittitas County Courthouse in Ellensburg. For a complete listing of open positions, visit the election website Any questions can be directed to the Elections Division of the Auditor's Office. Full details are up on our website, KIMATV.com. And in Yakima, local ballot measure committee members are needed for upcoming elections. The Yakima County Elections Division is seeking against committee members for local ballot measures appearing on the August 6th primary ballot. Committee members provide written arguments for or against a ballot measure that will appear in the local voters guide. Committee members must be registered to vote in Yakima County and must provide an email address. Each committee is limited to 3 members. Interested individuals must contact the Elections Division by email no later than 4 p.m. on Friday, May 10th. Details are on our website, KIMATV.com. And current 4th District U.S. Congressman Dan Newhouse has a couple of people trying to take his job in November, and his challengers may be familiar.
The best way for me to continue my work and deliver change for Washington families is inside Congress. So I'm running.
Tiffany Smiley officially announced she's running for Congress in a video posted on YouTube yesterday. Smiley previously ran for U.S. Senator back in 2022, but lost to Patty Murray. Now she's trying to unseat Dan House, who filed his paperwork to run for re-election yesterday as well. Jared Sessler has also announced he's running for the same seat. Some major construction projects are already underway in central Washington, and some could impact your daily commute or summer travel plans, rather. KIMA's Hunter Phipps reports on the projects that will most impact travel this summer.
For starters, let's talk about the project that's already caused problems in Yakima. The North 1st Street project is long from being over, but city officials say this summer is when the big part of the work will be done. That includes the parts like water pipes, electricity, the things you don't usually see when you drive on a road.
It just takes a lot of time to do all of that kind of ground, foundational work.
But business owners in the area have said to City Council their businesses might not make it through on the project's current timeline. City leaders have mentioned moving money around to speed up the project, but Council will revisit that conversation in the coming weeks. Another construction project already underway is the bridge deck replacement on the Vantage Bridge along I-90. Work started back in March, but later this month, traffic will be reduced to 1 lane both ways
24/7.
And WashDOT is expecting long backups on the weekends and on concert days at the Gorge. The advice here, find an alternate route or leave much earlier than you normally would.
Though the concert starts at 8 or 9, if I leave at 5, I'll be in great shape. No, you should leave much sooner than that.
Finally, this may or may not impact your summer weekend getaway, but work on repaving Nob Hill between 3rd and 15th Street will soon ramp up and could add to your daily commute as construction workers repave sections, limiting traffic to 1 lane each way. This work is expected to last into August, but city leaders say the benefits will all be worth it in the end.
Once it's done, you have a much safer roadway, and not only for drivers but also for pedestrians.
Hunter Phipps, Action News.
Hunter Phipps, thank you. And moving on to Pasco, although the new Lewis Street overpass is already open, area businesses continue to take a hit. And that's because construction has now begun to demolish the old underpass, likely to close traffic on 1st Avenue, just east of many Lewis Street storefronts, including Lewis Street Tire and Torres Auto Repair, which was forced to close for an entire month after construction prevented them from bringing cars into the shop.
Our business requires vehicles to be able to come in. And without that, we decided that it just didn't make any sense to open up, have 5 employees, not have the means to pay all these people, because every day you're losing, you're making no money.
Since the overpass has opened, Torres's auto shop has also reopened, and they're starting to see customers slowly come back. At the beginning of the month, city leaders opened applications for grants to help businesses that were affected to stay afloat, but Torres says very few of the businesses, including theirs, actually qualify for the assistance. Despite the woes, she says they're just trying to move on.
We're trying to not hunker down on what happened, because it is very unfortunate and everyone's upset. We can't live there though. We want to move forward and have our business be prosperous.
Though their frustration with the city, Torres says they're looking forward to partnering with other local businesses in the area who suffered to try to bring more traffic to the area. Now, Jefferson, let's talk weather here. Some of that wind you can really see in some of that video, the sign moving, the the caution tape flapping in the wind.
Sure.
Definitely a significant windy day yesterday. You said a similar story today?
Similar story today. In the Tri-Cities, we might not be as windy as yesterday. Instead of gusts up to around 40 miles an hour, we'll only see gusts up to around 35 miles an hour, but it's still going to be windy across the forecast area. In fact, for Yakima and Ellensburg, it's going to be a windier day today than yesterday. Still holding on to a slight chance of showers as well, especially for Blue Mountain foothill communities. So Walla Walla and Pendleton, be aware there might be some raindrops in the cards. But starting tomorrow, we get back to partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies for everyone. I will tell you how warm it can get heading into the weekend straight ahead.
Thanks, Jefferson. The time now is 5:10. Coming up on KEPR this morning, regional news. The Portland Firefighters Association is requesting urgent action, telling Multnomah County officials to get more ambulances on the street. It comes after a stabbing victim had to be raced to the hospital in the back of a police car. We'll break down the situation in about 2 minutes, but later in the show, national news. A Pennsylvania pastor is unharmed after a gunman entered the church and tried to shoot him. The attempt was thwarted, but it was all live streamed. We'll have that's just a glimpse of what's ahead this morning on Action News. Stick around. We'll have plenty of news and weather coming your way. Stay with us.